Hi all, I have another amazingly instructive game of Paul Morphy to show you today. He was playing white against Alexander Beaufort Meek. This is New York 1857. E4, and we have the French defense. D4, but we have a strange variation, the Benoni. C5, technically I believe Benoni. D5, now E5 trying to close up things. Paul Morphy is not having this. He's opening up lines with F4, trying to maybe get the semi-open F file, for example. D6, Knight F3. Now we see Bishop G4, and if you remember Paul Morphy's opera game, his opponents in the opera game gave up the light square bishop, and it wasn't too pretty after with castling queenside. Is there going to be a similar disaster here? We have F takes, and they voluntarily, sorry, not they, Alexander Beaufort Meek voluntarily gives up the light square bishop. Okay, queen takes, D takes. We have now bishop B5 check. This is quite an annoying check, creating a pin quite early on. You might wonder, is there a real point to this? Let's see, knight D7, knight C3. What would black play? What would white play if the bishop was, say, kicked with A6? Black played knight G-F6 here. Let's examine this question for a moment. A6. Perhaps white can just castle here, threatening queen F7. And in this position, I think white stands better, but it's not like the end of the world for black. Like, say, taking and bishop G5, it's not the end of the world here for black, but white is better. Okay, but in the game, we see after this check knight D7, we see after knight C3, black played knight G-F6. We have bishop G5. And this is pretty uncomfortable with the two pins, actually. It's a fascinating position with these two pins here, and the pressure points like F6 in particular, with the queen hitting F6. Black is under great fire here. Let's see, technically what's the best move that black should do. Now black actually might have already gone wrong to get this position, actually, so let's just proceed from here. He plays actually bishop E7. White to play, what would you play in this position? So it seems to at least break the relative pin. We've got the absolute pin over here, but the relative pin to the queen has now been broken, it seems. What does white play here? If I give you 5 seconds to pause the video. Okay, D6. It's nice to have 2 pins, but even better to have 3 pins. Because now after bishop takes D6, white castles, and look, there's also these pieces pinned to the queen that way in a relative manner. That's the absolute pin, and this is a relative pin again, renewed, and it's actually pretty lethal, this position. This crossfire is absolutely lethal here. In fact, black was convinced he didn't have anything and simply resigned. Let's have a look why black would have resigned here. Let's say bishop E7, we have bishop takes, and this simply means that D7 collapses. After takes, we just take on D7, end of game. On queen E7, we can play knight D5, and if queen E6, knight takes, and the point here is queen takes F6. Yeah, this is really, really nasty. It's winning material. For example, takes. There's 2 pieces hanging, and the knight's pinned still. So that's a total disaster. Yeah, let's go back here. So we've had a look at bishop E7, queen E7, queen C7. We can take here and use that absolute pin with queen takes F6, and we're hitting 2 pieces here. If castles, perhaps best is actually to take here, and you can either take the bishop or even try and mate black with rook G3. yeah, it's all pretty crushing in this final position. Now, just for those technically interested, could Black have avoided this treble pin disaster? Yeah, this is a very, very interesting how the treble pin is so advantageous. As I mentioned, a quick a6 to just get rid of this absolute pin. If here, I think Black wins material with b5 and c4. So if the bishop is taking on d7, I think Black would be worse, but not as bad as the game. And if bishop e2, yeah, I mean Black's still in the game. Was it absolutely critical there after knight gf6? Probably. The advantage is going up hugely after that. So I think a6 is needed here. It's fascinating how dangerous this position is already, actually, how quickly disastrous this was. Yeah, the f4 kind of liberated this pawn. The f-file, the pressure on f6. The free pins, though, the scenario at the end is wonderful. How Black's just resigning here. It's just really crushing. Yeah, the pressure here of the free pins. A very simple and elegant example from Paul Morphy, which kind of echoes the devastation he can cause with castling queenside, like his opera game. So this is quite sweet as well. Comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Thanks very much.